We're filming.
Filming, eh?
Yeah, we are filming.
Okay, I hope we don't break the camera.
So how many acres we got out here?
1875.
18.75.
Exactly.
And so we mowed this with a DR trimmer, a DR mower, or whatever you call it. What do you call it?
DR trimmer.
A DR trimmer.
6 horsepower.
Yeah, yeah. Got a little bit mowed. And I was gonna rake it, but you said leave it so it'll compost and improve the soil.
Add to the soil, exactly.
All right, so that's what we're gonna do. And then we cut a little trail over here that leads down to the pond. That's your back door, right there. Right there's your back door.
And overgrown with grass, that's going to be a deck. It's 16 feet long.
Right there.
Yep, 16 feet long with the deck, and then 12 foot out.
Okay.
And that's what these logs are going to become. We're going to mill those.
What the logs over there,
Yep,
right there at the
cedar
corner.
logs. So we're going to have cedar with varathane protection. It's going to be beautiful.
That's cool. And then this is the little trail I cut before I almost had heat stroke.
Yep.
And it leads down to the pond.
Yep.
You ready to lead the way?
Ready.
All right.
The house in the background down the street belongs to the people that were our landlords, and they own the place across the road that we rented.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed there 2 years. Get a shot of that.
Oh, right there? Yeah.
Right there. That's directly across the road from our place.
Yep.
And they used to live there before we rented it, and now they live in this house down here.
Okay, right there.
Yeah, now their daughter is living in the cabin that we rented.
So this is one cut with the DR mower that I did, the DR trimmer. And it was easy going downhill, but getting that thing back uphill was a little bit of a bugger.
Exactly. He was sweating hard when he came back up.
Yeah, I had to lay down for a minute.
More like a half hour.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see the pristine condition of this, what surrounds us here. It's going to take a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for those thorn trees, like you said, a wood chipper would come in handy.
Yeah.
Now here's where that cattle trail starts, and I took advantage of it just by following it. And trimming branches out of the way where they hung over the trail.
Yeah, natural trails are the way to go. The cattle know where the water is, and they make the trail.
They know how to get there, yeah. So this all goes downhill. We're walking downhill, little 5-degree slope, and it'll eventually be a pond that we'll see down here at the bottom. Almost bit off more than I could chew doing this.
Imagine that.
Now you know why I want a tractor.
He deserves it.
Hey, where's that Shady Grove little spot? That's
right up here.
All right, let's take a look at this real quick. It looks like the
yeah.
cattle used to loaf in here. So this is a little loafing spot for cattle because they've crisscrossed through here a bunch of times, and it's cool in here. It's like 10 degrees cooler in this little shade area.
Yep.
It's pretty neat.
This is a nice place to set up a tent or something, if you don't mind.
Well, I wouldn't
upside down.
want the slope, but maybe a hammock. How about a hammock?
A hammock, yeah. That'll work. You might think that I'm walking British style, but I'm not.
You are actually.
I do this.
I see a lot of British people do that.
I lost so much weight that I do this so that I won't become unnecessarily exposed.
Oh, you're holding your pants up.
Exactly.
There's strategy involved. I'm kicking rocks out of the way as I see them. There's a pond down here somewhere.
And look at this gracious opening in the foliage here that Gary created.
With tree loppers, a whole lot of cutting.
I can't touch anything.
Yeah.
Cut all this away.
Yeah. So here's where it opens up, it levels out, and we get to this bottom area where the pond's at. Pretty nice little pond space there, and then if you look back up the hill, your house is back up that way, 200 yards or so, I imagine.
Yep.
And I kept cutting all the way down to this little spot here under this tree right here. There's a little bit of shade now. You see a little bit of shade now, but the big idea is this is the west, and then that way over there is the east. So in the evening you could set up 2 chairs right there and have a look at the pond and just chill out right here. 2 chairs, maybe a little cooler with some beer or your favorite wine in it, and feel the breeze. It feels cool down here.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes it. You got any parting messages before I turn this off?
Well, this place has been such a blessing, and we like to share it with anyone who can share it with us. So you need to get down here, and we'll crack some wine bottles and
Yeah.
do it up right.
That'll be good. All right. Signing off.